How about that? There we go. Now we got the audio rolling. It's a work in progress, you see. It's a work in progress. We're trying out a lot of the new stuff here in the new studio. Well, not the new studio, the old studio that we just revamped and are working on a bunch of stuff with. So we're trying this show out in Streamlabs today. Of course, we've been on StreamYard since kind of the live show began. So we're just we're kind of trying to check it all out, see what we can do. There's going to be a lot of playing around with stuff. Please jump into the chat. We're testing out the chat as well to kind of see how that works in the whole thing. Trying a bunch of different camera angles, a bunch of different things that we have as far as the new setup goes. It's all a work in progress, really. But this is more of a testing show. We don't have a guest today. For those of you who are tuning in to check out Nixon from Framing Hanley, we actually moved his podcast or his live stream appearance to next week, which is good because we got to figure out how we're going to get guests on this thing. I think we've kind of deciphered a way, but we're going to do our best. If you are here, if you're watching, I see we got some viewers up here on the stream. If you are watching, please jump in the comments. Let us know that you're here. We're trying to figure out how the comments work in this thing. It's like I said, it's a whole work in progress, but we've been, adding in some cool stuff. Joe's in the house. Is it good? I don't know. Again, it's all a work in progress. I can see it. If it's crystal clear, you can see right here in the middle of my forehead. By the way, new haircut today, thanks to Fade Game Official. But I just hit myself in the head with one of my new lights. It's like, how does this thing work? And it just slapped me in the forehead. So I may have a slight bit of a concussion, but that's okay. A little delay in the video. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that, Joe. Appreciate it. We're trying to see what we kind of max out at here, and that could be a part of. Let's try to do that up there. Try to downgrade some stuff. Try to get the whole stream working better. Joe, we're trying to figure out a way to bring comments into the thing. So that may be something we work on since you're here. We'll work on that as we get things rolling here. But good to see the clarity is okay. If you can kind of walk through what we're checking out here. We got a bunch of different things. And I'm not sure if the mic works during some of these things, if it doesn't work during some of these things, but we got a bunch of cool new graphics like this. Yeah. Pretty sweet, right? Some transitions from camera to camera. So we're just really using this opportunity today to kind of see how all this stuff is going to work as we jump back into to guests tomorrow on the show, which will be super fun. Liam Coleman will be on the program tomorrow. Yeah, bandwidth is a bitch, Joe. Let me see if is this a drop and drag thing? No, it's not a drop and drag thing. Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll get a way to figure that out. Let me try this here. See if this works. All right. So there's supposed to be the chat is supposed to show up here. Joe, try typing something in and see if it pops up here on the thing. Mic is crystal clear. That's good. I feel good about that. Let's see if we can't. So there's going to be a lot of this stuff going on. Me just staring off into the screens here as we try to get everything working and make sure that we can get your stuff on there and get posts up here. Should all be. Yeah. It appears to be. If Fade jumps in, my buddy D Price, who's an expert at these kind of things, if he jumps on here, then we'll have a better idea. Oh, there it is. I can see it in the chat box over here, over to that side. Yeah. We need to make that bigger, I think. Don't you think? I think so. Let's see what. Again, there's going to be a lot of working in progress. Okay, can't make that bigger. But was able to see the chat box. So that's a plus. Kind of. Well, like I said, it is a work in progress. We are going to switch back to our camera 1 angle. just like me with a new ham radio. I like it, man. I like it. So Joe, you're watching on YouTube. Okay, cool. That's good. I know we're on Twitch. We're on all the same platforms, I believe. I will see if I can check this out as we're on here live. So this is probably going to be less entertaining than most of our programs because it's really just me screwing around on here, making sure things work, seeing if we're optimizing our computer usage with all the stuff that we have running currently. We may need to up that bandwidth, Joe. We may need to call the Spectrum folk in here and get them to let's see if we're live. Cooperville Live is live now. Let's see if it works on the phone. Oh, yeah. Okay, so cool. So we're on there. That's good. Yeah, lots of stuff happening. Hanny's on the Twitch now. Joe is on the Twitch, which, by the way, if you want to check out our extras, hang on. Ha-boom pow. There we are on all of the socials. Our Instagram, our Discord. We're on Discord now. Obviously, our Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and the Heart is actually a new subscriber. So thank you, Eero. Appreciate you, brother. Eero is another one of my fellas that's working with Joey and Blake, who Joe's everywhere. Joe's on the Facebook. Joe is on Twitch, and he's on YouTube. The man is everywhere. Let's get back to camera one here. So I'm going to try to, again, work on some stuff while we're on here. And so if things go awry, I apologize. But yeah, it's like I can move stuff around. It's crazy. Like we're going high class. The show is going high class. So we're at 60 frames per second. That's pretty good. Using a bunch of computer stuff. Maybe let's try to move some of these things over here. Finally got our cable for the third monitor, so I feel better about that. That knocks us down a little bit. So we're going to try to add a chat box on to this screen here. So let's see if we can do that. That's moving me. Where did it go? Chat box. Move that down here. That's me. It's like learning a new thing. Maybe we move this here. Find out where that chat box is. See, we're just moving stuff all around. We're squirrely. We're squirrely in here. There we go. Let's see where it is. It's still moving me. Silliness. Silliness, I tell you. Try to make this bigger. See, we move it right here. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. Joe, if you're still on here, why don't you try typing something in and see if it pops up in this little invisible square that's over here. You probably can't see me moving this around because it's not there. So if you type something in, actually I can do it too. That's the magic, is I can do it as well since we're here. 50.2 on the CPU usage. Try to get that to pop up. Maybe try doing this. Boxed. Background color. I don't know if that worked, but yeah, it's probably laggy because I'm moving stuff around and manipulating the system as we manipulate the system. But okay. Again, this is all a work in progress. As we add more stuff in, looks like we're using a bunch of CPU, bunch of gigabytes. Yeah. But yeah, we're just trying to figure out how this whole magic thing works. And we'll get over here. Drop that down. See what happens there. And then let's try doing this over here. Yeah. Learning all of the stuff. Is it clear? Good deal. See how my junk is still in the back. We didn't quite get to that yet. I just moved my logo over and covered up. Like, what? There's nothing down here. Nothing to see. Yeah, we'll figure out that lag too, Joe. I'm thinking, trying to figure out if it's running because we're recording the audio for this too. Let me try closing this down. We could have a bunch of other stuff open too. Never know. Yeah, we do. So let's try to minimize the amount of things we have open. See if that helps with the lag, with the lagginess. But no, we're excited. Let's see what. I think that's something different. On the offline thing, got the intermission thing, got the beer back. Hang on, beer back. That's crazy, right? But yeah, we're just trying to figure it all out. We did, by the way, since I have a couple of people jamming on in here, we have launched our first exclusive podcast for our Patreon. So that was done today. It was the if you remember, we had Ricky Armorillo on the show a couple of weeks ago, and we were kind of waiting on getting the podcast audio up, obviously with the rebuild and taking some equipment down and putting new equipment back in. It kind of got to a little craziness. So we released that podcast, so it's audio only, the hour plus that we talked to Ricky from Ice Nine Kills and from Hawk. We put that up exclusively on our Patreon. So if you're a patron of ours, please go and give that a listen. We also posted the update of the logo. The rebranding should be done this week. The store should be open this week too. And again, the store is going to be exclusive to our patrons as well. So I will grab that link and I'll throw it in the comments here. I think I can comment. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out too. Lots of stuff to figure out on this whole thing. But again, it is a work in progress, and we are going to have Fade come in and help do some finalizing of all the things and make sure everything's in the right spot. We're running the right cables to the right places. Just a lot, but we're excited for the growth and all the new stuff that we have coming up here on the program. So it's been a super cool time. I'm just going to try to see if I can get this. There we go. Trying to figure things out as we're. Oh, that doesn't work. Let's move this back out like that. Go back to camera one. Eventually, these will all be on this fancy little button thing, which I can push. It's going to get loud for a second. Hang on.
Welcome to Cooperville.
See that? We can just play our intro. We're going to play music beds and stuff on there. Be able to plop in different camera angles. We actually have another camera angle. Let's experiment with that. Let's try and see if we can do that thing whilst we're screwing around on live on Twitch and live on YouTube and live on the Facebook. I'm learning stuff. Before on the old platform on StreamYard, it was all set up. I do all the things. Here it's a little bit different. So we're going to take this out because that apparently is not working. Okay, so we'll take that out. And we are going to try to add in our second camera because I believe that is hooked up. So we're going to go, hang on. Pardon me, you see that welt on my head? Jeepers. That light came down and concussed me. So we're going to cam 2. If this gets boring, feel free to tune in tomorrow when it'd be more entertaining. Cam 2 only. It'll be much more entertaining tomorrow. All right. There's nothing on here yet, but we're going to try to add some stuff. Let's add some things. We're going to go there. We're going to call this cam 2. And we're going to do that. So that's our second camera angle. Should all be, as you can see, it's a little bit different quality of camera. And then we can go, whoa, like that. So we have camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1. Yeah, it's weird, right? It's the same lighting. I think the settings on this one, I was tweaking the settings on camera 1 and then not necessarily on camera 2. So these are not going to be obviously right in the same place, because do you really need a better shot of that Vampire V? No, I think we're good. Yes, much more inviting. Come, hang out. We'll tweak the settings on that, I think. Turn my headphones up, too. That's a weird thing, though, because I got this giant desk, and then the computer's over here, and my mixer's over here, and I can't quite reach both of them at the same time. There's got to be a way to get that this chat box. So I see, much like the old system, I see the chat on this side of the screen. It's not on the live stream. It's just way over there. You used to be able to bring those comments in and put them up on here. There's got to be a way. We'll figure it out. But trying to bring that whole chat box in here to claw your eyes out. Claw them out. Just can't reach you. That's why T-Rexes didn't use toilet paper. It's kind of a true story. Not really. I forgot to bring my water down. Usually I have my Monster bottle of water down here. Forgot to bring it down. And remember that last night I was down here working on a commercial for Country Fest, and I had a Truly sitting here. It wasn't open. And then I was like, I'll need something to drink. That's why they're so angry. All right, so let's see if we can't I'll try to get Dustin up in this place. See what he's up to. He's probably working. He was working today, obviously. Got that fade. Whoop. Got that tight fade. This is weird. You're like watching me text. It's like having dinner these days. It's like it still likes to keep freezing up, like it's only for a few seconds at a time. That very well could be the bandwidth. We're running because you don't have dedicated internet for this yet. That's on the list of things to do. So the internet cable is running. I have a 100-foot Ethernet cable that runs from the computer all the way upstairs. That could be a reason that there's a delay. I should probably do a speed test on here. See what's up. Until fade. Doing some testing. Yeah. I bet that's what it is. I mean, I completely overestimated the length of Ethernet cable I was going to need to run down here. And so I'm like, oh yeah, it's upstairs and I have to run down. There's a place to get it down. Then I found out there was a place right there to drop it. So there's about 25 feet of Ethernet cable and the rest of the 75 feet is kind of bundled up in the ceiling. So that could be it. I think it's Cat 7. Somebody must be here because the dog is going crazy. Perhaps we have a package. I do not know. I think it's a Cat 7. I believe. Let me just check. We got Cat 7. 100 feet, Cat 7, which is probably why there's that delay, because that is a long way for the internet to run. Yeah, that's where the D price comes in handy, kids. He'd be like, you need to get a shorter cable, or you need to check the specs on the rotary girder niner thinger, and we'll do that. All right, so what are we doing? We're going to add in, go to cam 2, try to add in an image. Whoa, that's big. Why this matters, this is all going to be, oh, that's me. This is all going to be gone soon. Got that new logo, got that new look coming. There we go. Do need the flux capacitor, Joe. We need that flux capacitor in here. We got a bunch of people watching. That's great, though. Joe's my homeboy, though. He's talking. All right, let's see if we can add in. Let's add in the chat box here. See if that works. Chat box. There's that. There's that. And there's that. All right. So move this down here. Kind of see. I know you can't see the box that I'm moving around, but there's a box there. Promise. All right, let's see if we can get some posts up there, see if that'll fill in. I'll jump on here myself since, I got nothing else going on. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Joe. The video's lagging on Facebook, and others in the chat box isn't showing up. So we got some work to do. We got things to figure out. I see my mom's watching. Hi, Mom. We're working on some new systems here. Switching over to the warmer, more inviting camera. Yeah, that's what's happening. But Joe, I think you're right. I think it is the fact that we're running on a 100-foot Cat 7 cable. It's on all the platforms. Okay, yeah. Then it's got to be obviously originating from here, which probably means that we're running a lot of bandwidth dropping frames per second of estimates. Yeah, my guess is that it's an internet connection thing. Let me see if I can do this. Try to run. Good. That's better because that. And I'll probably put a hat on to go to work tomorrow. Oh, she's going to be tender. Here's what we do. We just take this and we put her in here. It's cold down here, so it works. We just may need more power. Let's see what happens. Now, I'm going to test something else out because we kind of been toying with some other things too. If we did, I apologize. Oh, looks like we're still here. Looks like we're still here. We're going to try to go to live scene, see what this does. Yeah, so this is obviously more for gaming. We haven't quite had a chance to tweak this once. We're going to try to switch. Cams off, cams on, cams off, cams on. Yeah. Yeah, I keep on getting notifications that we dropped frames at 57% over the last 2 minutes. So we're running hot on something. So we'll try to figure that part out. Still want to figure out that chat box thing. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, so now you can kind of see it. Right smack dab in the middle of it. Because I moved the light. So there's a light here and there's a light here. Which obviously is why it's so bright on this camera. But it just came down. Wackadoodle. Well, we are using less computer usage. Maybe that's helping. I don't know. Lots to figure out in this new world of Stream Labs, which we are broadcasting from today on all the platforms. I'm just gonna play with this for a second and see what. I don't really want to do HTML. Not today. Emotes. Bring that up. I'm glad the audio is still good. That's important. That's big time. All right, I'm going to do the done back to 15. Done. Yeah, I just don't know. Maybe see if I move that out of the way. Is that still there? No. I don't know. Lots to work on here. I think Fade's probably in the middle of a haircut, so he's not going to check into his jams, but it's cool. Learning stuff. Still good if it's just the audio still good? Okay, that's good. Well, we want to have the video be obviously clearer, better. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7 people watching over the course of things. Appreciate y'all watching on wherever you're watching. Again, we're just here to kind of fuck around today and see what works, see what doesn't work, kind of test out the stream, new platform. But there's a lot of cool stuff we're going to be able to do with this. And we've only just begun to kind of work with the new program and work with the kind of some of the special effects and stuff that are thrown on here. Let's see if that chat box works in here. I know it's set up to sit right there. I wonder if it needs to be over a black screen. Maybe that's it. All sorts of new things happening. Yeah, I'm starting to see them come up. But let's bump up the size of things here a little bit. Just maybe see them a little bit better. Can you still do videos as well while you are on? Can I do videos? I'm not sure what you mean, Joe. I think I can do a lot of stuff. I mean, I got screens everywhere. We could run YouTube videos on here. I think what we're running into is really going to be an internet issue. So I'm going to bring this up. I'll try to do a speed test here on the interwebs. See what we can find, because I bet you we'll see. See what we got going on here. Let's separate that. Bring that over there. So we're gonna test this thing. See how fast we're going. And we're in that 17 to 16, 17, 18 megabytes per second. And then it will drop, which is weird. So that's definitely a Charter thing. So I'm guessing that's where we're running into the issue is, testing upload speed here. Okay. Yeah, I think it is the internet, Joe. So I have the interwebs open over here doing that speed test. It was probably screwing that all up. A little bit of buffering. But we'll get it figured out. It's all good in the hood. Just trying to play with some stuff. You can kind of see on this screen we do have the chat box over there. But it just needs to be larger, I believe. Let's see if we can get the... Yeah. So I'm going to see if we can make it bigger. Maybe. Yeah, I think every time I change it, it takes down the chats that were up there. So, and I'll put some back up. Weird. Nice. Yeah, there's got to be a way to make that bigger. You know? It's just going to be a lot of time with spending with YouTube. On the YouTube going, how the fuck does this work? Or probably ask a teenager because they probably have it figured out too. They're like, oh yeah, I know how that works. That's simple. That's not a problem. Yeah, I think just with the fact that we're streaming, you know, with all the fun stuff, the transitions, you know, the whoosh, whoosh, that whole thing, that might be also adding to the fact that we're taking up a lot of bandwidth. I'm sure my girlfriend's upstairs going, why is fucking internet so slow? I'm so sorry. My bad. Please don't yell. But yeah, there's supposed to be a chat box right here. There's supposed to be one over here. I don't know. Again, it is a work in progress. But I will tell you, and I probably already did, that Cooperville Clothing Store is about to be open. It is so sweet. Like, I am super stoked for getting this out and getting it to the peeps. Hopefully y'all can support it. We got shirts and hoodies and hats and other stuff. So the new logo is on there. It is super badass. We have a new graphic for the show, for the podcast, for the brand. It's super sweet, and we are going to launch it to our patrons coming up, I believe, tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday or Thursday. We'll launch that to the Patreons, the patrons, and then we'll release it next week to everybody. And you know me, I can't keep anything a secret. Like, I showed the logo on here. I'm like, I just got to show people. It's so fucking badass. So I showed a bunch. You know, I showed it on the show. Showed it to a bunch of people. So it's kind of out there. I get that way. I'm like, no, we're gonna wait. It's gonna be Patreon exclusive. And then I get all excited. I'm like, fuck it, just let the dogs out, and that ends up happening. So. What we're starting off with is just the Cooperville stuff. So either just Cooperville and then the logo, or just the logo. A bunch of different options out there for you to purchase, and good quality, high quality shit as well, not junk. So it's a wearable, which is always a good thing. And so we're going to start with that stuff, and then once we kind of get down the road a little bit, we're going to start dropping a new T-shirt. Or a new work of art, a new merch thing every week. And it's not just going to be the Cooperville stuff. It's going to be, cool sayings on the front, and then the Cooperville logo will be on the side or on the sleeve. So super high quality merch, and we hope you get out and support it. It's going to be videos way behind the audio. Yeah, I think we're just we're running a lot of a bandwidth out of here. I'm guessing we're going to try to get a shorter cable. This time maybe it'll actually measure. I'll measure how far it is to get from A to B. And we may, just because this needs to be tweaked, we're actually probably going to run and pull the logos off of all the stuff and then relaunch on Streamlabs once we get that figured out. So we may jump back to StreamYard tomorrow. And we have tomorrow, Liam Coleman is on tomorrow. Travis David is coming up on Friday. Thursday, we kind of have a free day. But I think Fade may be stopping by that day, too, to kind of help tweak the system a little bit. And maybe, just maybe, we'll have our new internet set up by then, and we'll have so little worries about how the things are being streamed out. But at least, the video quality is good. And the audio sounds good. That's good. Thank you. I appreciate you, Joe, for being my my guinea pig on this. Like, does this work? How does this button work? I don't understand. But we'll get her all dialed in, get it all figured out. Yeah, I think we're gonna tool around a little bit with this tonight, and we'll test that internet out again and see kind of how it's all rolling. Appreciate you. Thank you. And we'll be back tomorrow with the show at 5 p.m. It'll still be on all the streaming platforms, so feel free to watch at your leisure. And Liam Coleman, up-and-coming country artist, got a brand new song out called Backroad Bar. We'll talk to him. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday to Liam Coleman. We tried to schedule it for today. He's like, it's my birthday. I'm like, don't come on here. Go out and celebrate your birthday and then come on the next day. So to all who watch, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. We will see you on the show coming up tomorrow. Joe knows. Peace. And we get to hit this. This is pretty cool. Where is it? There you go. Boop.